Rise from your grave.
Middle Creek Gaming.
Toasty!
Hey guys, welcome back to Little Creek Gaming, and this is the first game in the Sega series on this channel, and there's a reason I'm picking it, and I'll explain that in just a minute. But this is a game that I hope needs no introduction. This is fucking Golden Axe. What else is there to say? Now, when you're a kid, you pick this guy, Axe Battler. He's everything you want to be as a kid. Big, strong, muscles, sword. But as an adult, you pick this guy, Gilius Thunderhead. Fucking hardcore. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. What a cunt. My good friend Alex was also killed in the battle to defeat them and to bring peace to the land is my duty. Then go forth, my friend, and fulfill your destiny. Now, I do think it would be really funny if, like, you made it to the end of the game and Death Adder turned out to be Black Adder in 16-bit form, and as you can see, we're off to a fucking great start. Now, I'm using the same tactics I used as a kid. When there's multiple enemies on the screen, jump and attack. And there's a reason for that. If you stand and fight like this, you have to stop, so enemies behind you can get the drop on you. I always found it easier just to jump and attack. Now, the reason I'm picking this game first is because this is one of my favourite games ever on the Sega. It's a game that means a lot to me. A lot of my childhood is actually wrapped up in this game, and a lot of the games that will be featured on the Sega series. Arse. And what amazes me is no matter how much time passes, it could be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you play these games so much as a kid that it doesn't feel like you've been away from them. You remember how to do it, you remember the music. It's sort of burned into your DNA. Now, basically, these games work on a line system like Streets of Rage, and I've got a lot to say on Streets of Rage because, well, I'll get to that in another video, but basically the line system is the enemies can't attack you unless you are on the same level of the screen as they are. As you can see, he can't actually get to me. Now, the drawback to that is, well, there's no drawback to be honest, but just don't go into the same line as the enemy while he's attacking, because you walk into his attacks. The best tactic really is to get into a line and just wait for him to come to you. Works very well with the bosses in this game. Now, Tweedledee and Tweedledum won't actually attack you until you take these two goons out. So we're going to leave them alone for now. Take these two guys out. There we go, perfect. I always loved it as a kid how these guys would like laugh their asses off at you. I was got a kick out of that for some reason. Now we're going to try some magic here. Now, this is Gilius Thunderhead's most powerful magic. Lightning, as you can see, coming down from the sky, fries people down below. But to be honest with you, I always felt that the magic power that Gilius Thunderhead has when he has 3 magic potions rather than 4 was always visually more impressive. Lightning comes down and sweeps across the screen from left to right, and hopefully we'll get to see that in a little bit. But I always felt that that should have been his biggest magic power. Just looks great. Fuck off. Our sworn enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village. Will you do that, my friend? Now, Streets of Rage 4 came out not too long ago. I've actually got it and I'm playing through it at the minute. I would really like to see the same... Well, I'd like to see a lot of these Sega games get the same treatment. A follow-up, a sequel, done today, but it's still... I've been using that tactic since I was a kid. Let them charge across the screen. It comes in very handy later on. So yeah, I'd like to see a lot of other Sega games get the same treatment, because Streets of Rage 4 is fucking fantastic. But I don't plan on putting any videos out based on Streets of Rage 4 until I get through the other 3 as part of this Sega series. Now, the arcade version of Golden Axe is obviously graphically more superior than the console version. However, the console version does have a bonus level that the arcade version didn't have. Now, these blue dragons, they breathe fire down below at their feet, but the only problem I was just about to say is you have to stop. As you can see, you can't do that and move at the same time, once again leaving you open. And I was facing the wrong direction. Have it. Now, there are pink dragons in the game that spit fireballs across the screen. They're pretty good, so you don't have to get too close to the enemies. What I'm going to do here though is I'm not going to pick these up. I'm going to keep the potions, if I can get past them without picking one up. I'm going to keep them at 3, so I want to take a look at what I think should have been Gilius Thunderhead's main magic power. I just think that's more visually impressive than just the lightning coming down from the bottom of the screen. I like the way they just walk into your attacks. Now, the enemies in this game, in fact, oh damn it, in a lot of these Sega games, and same with Nintendo, they're not the sharpest tools in the box when it comes to certain things, as we shall see soon. Once again, you've got to stop. I'm losing way too much health here. I'm going to try and make this make it to the end. Cool. Now, the guys you really want are the green ones. There'll be plenty of blue guys later, so it's always handy to get them first whenever you see them. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle takes us south across the sea. Nice, convenient. Now, I know this is a remaster of Golden Axe, but it still looks fucking great, doesn't it? And the music's amazing, sound effects still hold up today. But there's a lot of games that I played a lot as a kid, that I just can't play. Graphically, they're terrible, and the main problem is the sound effects and the music. Some of these older games, the music sounds just it's horrible. When you're a kid, they sound amazing. As an adult, they sound fucking terrible. It really it jars your ears. But Golden Axe still looks great. Let's get across here. Once again, I've lost way too much health. If my memory is correct, you get 2 continues. I don't really need it, but... Now, what amazes me, and I mentioned this earlier when it comes to the AI of the enemies, the other woman just stands there laughing her arse off while you kill her friend. Doesn't make sense really, does it? Now, in a minute, a guy's going to come through the door. If you go too far to the right, another guy comes out. So what I used to do as a kid was stay to the left, deal with this guy. Is he dead? Oh, you dirty bastard. I walked straight into that. Now really, really must not lose another life for a couple of levels. Cool. I don't need you. See, Tyrese Flare, she has some killer magic powers. I think she needs at least 7 magic potions to get to a max power, which is a giant dragon head that comes up from the bottom of the top of the screen, sorry, and roasts everyone. It's really, really good. It's one of my favourites in the game. Now, in the 80s and early 90s, there was a bit of a thing where you either had to be a Sega guy or a Nintendo guy. You couldn't be both. Now, I loved the Nintendo, but I was always a Sega guy. Now, what I need to do for this guy is use the tactic I mentioned earlier. Let him walk into your line, but not the jump attack like that. Because if you get the timing wrong, you're fucked. So just keep swiping, he walks into it. Like that. It just... Oh, you dirty bastard. Why do I keep calling them dirty bastards for? And repeat. Now there are some games on this Sega series that were big parts of my childhood, just like Golden Axe, but I have to be honest, I never actually completed them. So one of my main goals of this series is to sort of, oh yeah, give me those green guys quick, is to actually finish the games. And one of them, I have to say, is a classic, and that was Altered Beast. I never ever finished Altered Beast. That game was fucking hard. But I'm going to try and do it as an adult. We have gone in close to the vicinity of the castle, but the way is blocked by enemy lines. We must dare the fiend's path to reach the castle. Now, in an updated version of this game, like Streets of Rage 4, I imagine that screen being like, you know, the map of not Mordor, Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. Just, you can see the kingdom and all the lands and... Oh, come on. They always like that knock knock sound on their skulls. So that someone's knocking at the door. Here we go. Classic 16-bit AI at work there. Now there is actually a way of getting rid of this skeleton. If he comes down here, I can knock him straight off the edge. There we go. Once again, that really does come into play in the second to last level. Well, the level before the final boss at least. I don't know if the final boss is classed as a separate level. I think there's 8 stages in this game. Come on in. See, technically those skeletons shouldn't be able to shout really, they've got no fucking vocal cords. But then again, we are going to foreign lands on the back of a giant eagle flying through the sky, so I guess in a fantasy land like this, there are no rules really, you can do what you want. A frog could walk down the street in a waistcoat and no one would question it. Have some of that. Now when I was a kid, I had over, well, it must have been 110 Sega games. My parents were very, very, very good to me in that regard. They used to buy me like 2 games, 3 games a week. I was very, very lucky kid. Although I didn't see it like that when I was a kid though. I appreciated it, but it's only till you get older you look back and you think, fuck, I was very lucky. There was a ton of games. Some absolutely brilliant ones. I'll tell you one of my absolute favourite Sega games, Robocop vs Terminator. That game is brutal. That game is fucking gory. It is violent. Come on, move quick. God damn. It's fucking Jason and the Argonaut skeletons get on my tits sometimes. Especially during the final boss battle. Yeah, Robocop vs Terminator was great. My god, I'd love to see that done today. I'd buy that for $1. And by the way, just to bring it up, Robocop is my favourite film ever made. Although I do think, I know this is a bit of a cliche thing to say, but I consider Citizen Kane to be the greatest film ever made. Legitimately, I think it is the greatest movie ever made, but my favourite is Robocop, because for something to be your favourite, it doesn't necessarily have to be the best. Come on, let's knock you off the edge. Here we go. Thanks for the list, son. Ooh. This one's feisty. Okay. Kill yourself. I'm not going to complain about that. Now we're actually heading towards the castle now, where Death Adder has the king and queen prisoner. There were so many fucking Sega games that were awesome. Definitely one of the two best Disney Sega games was definitely Aladdin and Mickey Mouse World of Illusion. I used to really like that one as a kid. And I played it about 2 years ago for the first time in a long time. And it's just like Golden Axe. It still looks great. It still plays great and sounds great. Everything. Ooh. Sometimes if you get it right, you can actually do a jump attack and get two in one on either side of you. If you get it right, you can sort of swing the axe one direction, quickly move it to the other before you hit the ground. No, I'm making big mistakes here because I know they're going to do shit like that. Right. Good thing is, these guys can't charge across the screen at you. So you ain't got to worry about anything like that. Come on, finish it. Oh, for Christ's sake. Is that a continue? Oh no, it's 3 continues. I thought it was 2. Right, now seriously, I've got to get this together. The final boss battle can be a tricky one. Now this piece of music that you can hear playing right now is my favourite piece of music in the game. It really is, it's fucking great. Someone needs to do a heavy metal version of this. Like an orchestral heavy metal version would be preferable. Revenge of Shinobi as well, Jesus Christ. Revenge of Shinobi was made by the same guys who made Streets of Rage. You can, without even knowing that, you can tell just by looking at them graphically. You can tell it's done by the same guys. It just looks so detailed for a Sega game. It looks looks really neat and smart. I like it. Nice. And there's Death Adder. When it comes to racing games, my favourite was always Super Monaco Grand Prix on the Sega. Now basically, I'd play that for so many, like, my sessions on that were huge. I mean, hours upon hours. So much so that the B button on the controller, which is the accelerate, was indented into my thumb for like a day afterwards. I'll try and get this done without losing any more lives. Now in the arcade version of Golden Axe, this is actually the last level. Finally. I tell you what, I better get like a big fucking cash reward for this. A knighthood. Accept my utmost gratitude for our rescue. Look at the king, look, he's fucked, isn't he? I thank you for your courage, for you have rid us of the hideous Death Adder. But I have a feeling that he might have been taking orders. Sometimes he did disappear into that door. Well, I'm sorry, love, but that's sort of like the entrance to the castles. You know, he's bound to go in there at some point, isn't he? You know, to have a little lay down, have a sandwich, or take a shit. Were you going to battle for me yet one more time? Oh, fine. But I want cocaine and hookers at the end of it, alright? And in we go. Now this section can be tricky. There's lots of areas to fall down in, but you can use those areas to your advantage, as you just saw. Fuck. Come on, no more, no more. Save it for the end. Oh, I was going to say, Screen, move. Now, let's get this guy down here, knock him off the edge. Same with this dude. Nice. That guy on the left just fucking killed himself. I'm going to take that because I want him to come down this way. Once again, these drops are also a problem for you. An enemy could basically one-shot kill you by knocking you off the edge and you lose an entire life. Right, come on, give me some more. One more. Thank you. Oh, fine, I'll take everything you fucking got if you go away so I can get on with this. Can't get that one, the screen won't move to the left, but I don't need it anyway. Right, let's try and get into a good position here. Oh, Christ. No more. Now I always felt it's sort of a bit of a shame because those two guys, the two green guys there, were posing as statues and they came alive. When I was a kid I always wanted the other two to come to life. I mean, look at them. Come on, I've got to get these guys on the left of the screen. Fuck's sake. Don't drop me on the left. No, oh, okay, that's doable. Cool, almost. Right, that's one. Come on. Perfect. Now this guy's the main dude, the big cheese. Let's go straight in with the magic. Now to my memory, the two skeletons, no matter how much you wailed on them, they don't die. Because you would think it would be best to get rid of the two skeletons first and narrow down your enemies to one guy. But they never die. Now this guy uses the magic of all three characters on you. Worst one yet is he shoots magic across the floor, and if it touches you, you lose health, but while you're in the process, that's a continue, while you're in the process of flying through the air in agony, he will then drop Tyrese Flair's ultimate magic on you with the dragon. So it's sort of like a double whammy. Come on, baby. Come on. You fucking bastard. Oh, this is not working out at all. And I'll tell you what, I'd be pissed if I made it this far and died. Oh my god. Look, the all-powerful. Fight me like a man. Mano y mano. See, it's bullshit. Ah, here we go. Ah, fuck's sake. Yep, definitely gonna get the dragon's head now. Fucking hell. I hope I've got another continue left. I've kind of lost track of how many I've used so far. Oh my god. Come on, don't do this to me, please. Oh, piss off with those fucking things. Oh, fuck. Please tell me I've got to continue. Oh, last one. Oh, fuck off, you bony bastard. Oh, there we go, look, I did it there. You can get two in the same jump. Right, come on, come on. Ah, I was on a good little run then. Trying to avoid the skeletons and get the drop on this. Hey! Moved out the way just in time. Oh, yes. Oh, you piss off, you bastard. Cheeky son of a bitch, using my own magic power against me. The best one as well. Look, even he picked that one. Bollocks. Come on, give me a break, it's been a few years. Two lives remaining. Oh, fuck off! Ain't you got anything else better to do? Come on, don't do this to me, balls. But don't even give me a chance to get up. Oh no, this is bad. Like, for real. This is not good. I'm on my last fucking life, I think. Yes! Have that, you son of a bitch. I've got to be honest, I was actually struggling with that one. Right, now about those hookers and cocaine that I asked for. Thank you, Gallant One. Now the people will be able to live. Yay, what people? To build and to prosper in peace. May you be titled the Saviour of our kingdom. Now prepare for a grand feast. I'd rather have the hookers and cocaine. We praise your acts of bravery and deeds of courage. You best fucking do. I'll put my life on the line for this shit. Finally, you have defeated all of the evil clan. The land shall revive in peace, and the people will talk of your deeds as a legend in years to come. And there we have it. Episode 1 of the Sega series, Golden Axe. It's a nice little game, isn't it? It's the same guy. Okay, I'm just saying. 5'10". It's the same guy once again, just painted green, painted grey, and wearing some gold armour. Kind of looks like the armour that He-Man has at the end of Masters of the Universe, where it's gold. Silver Longmoan. It's the same guy. Attack level A, move level B. It's the same guy, man. What's that say? Strobeya? Strobeya? I'm not even going to bother saying that first one up the top there. Jesus. I like the way the bottom, I don't know if you caught it or not, the girl at the bottom, it said wait, question mark. Yeah, don't put a woman's weight down, please. Bad Brothers. Lieutenant Bitter. See, when you're a kid, like Bad Brothers, it sounds really cool, right? It's like, oh yeah, the Bad Brothers, but it's a bit of a lame name, really, isn't it? Sergeant Malt and Sergeant Hop. Colonel Bitter. Heartland. Bitter. How comes the bald guys get different names? Chicken Leg. Speciality Wagging Tail. G. Blue Dragon, Red Dragon, Fireball, Flame. I guess I'd have to go with the blue one, it's my favourite. Belongings. Pot. That's why he's got a massive smile on his face right now. She looks like she's dancing down, or mid-dance. Death Adder Jr. He's a big boy. And Death Adder. I guess I'd have to go with Death Adder 2 for being in this game. Deathbringer. God, I hate him. I fucking hate that guy. Jesus Christ, this is like the longest ending to a game ever, isn't it? Yeah, look, once again, look at Tyrese Flair. Wait, question mark. Seriously. Oh, that's the princess. I thought it was the queen. Do I get to bang the princess then?